Have you only got a short window to play your PS5? Well, these PS5 tips and tricks will ensure that you are saving time and getting to the good stuff. Sometimes when you're in a game, you just need to nip back to the homepage, maybe to switch games, maybe to check something out on the PS Store. But an annoyingly simple shortcut is just simply holding the home button for a second, and that will take you straight to the dashboard. Now I know it might seem obvious for some people, but for so long I was tapping the home button, which would open the home center, and then I'd need to select the home icon to get to the dashboard, but now it's just a simple case of holding it for a fraction longer, and that's you. I don't know about you, but I have been playing a lot of Ark Raiders as of late, and with that, I've been switching in and out of party chat in game chat. Now for a while I was doing it the long way, going into the party menu, selecting the party tab, and then switching it to game chat and vice versa. However, there is a much quicker and simpler way to switch these on the fly. Simply press the home button and then push square while you're in the party, and it'll switch you to game chat. And of course, if you need to switch back, you can just do the same. Rather than it being a multi-input process, 2 button presses and you're done. This was another one that actually irritated me that I didn't notice it, especially since the prompt is literally right there when you open the home tab. Hopefully that's helped a few of you out there. Now if you're playing any modern PS5 game, chances are there is an option between performance and quality mode. It's pretty much the first thing that I check out when I boot up a game, because most games actually default to quality mode for some reason. Sure, higher resolutions, but I just can't with those lower frame rates. But there is a way that lets you default every game to performance or quality mode if that's your bag. Head into the settings, down to save data and game app settings, then to game presets, and from here you can either select performance mode or resolution mode. Now any game that offers the choice between quality and performance will default to your selected preference, and this can actually be applied to difficulty settings or even whether you want subtitles or not, saving you the hassle of having to check it out when you boot up a new game. Now if you are primarily using your TV to play PS5, then this is a great time-saving feature. One Touch Play allows you to sync up your PS5 with your television. So if you turn on the TV, it'll turn on the PS5. You can even control certain aspects of your PS5 with your TV remote when this is active, which is handy if you're just using it for Netflix or whatever. Now to set this up, head into Settings, System, HDMI, and then select Enable HDMI Device Link, and then both One Touch Play if you want your TV and PS5 to turn on simultaneously, and Power Off Link if you want to put your PS5 into rest mode by simply turning off your TV. Now the only annoying thing I would warn you about is that when I've had this active, I have both turned on and off my PS5 accidentally with this setting, but generally speaking, if you're just turning on your TV to play PS5, this is a great one. If you are switching out of a bunch of different games like I do, but you have that one game that's the mainstay in the friend group or the one you've been chipping away at for months on end, instead of having to watch it cycle its way off of the homepage, you can actually pin games to the homepage so they will always be on the dashboard. Simply press the options button over the game that you would like to stay and tap on the Keep in Home option at the bottom. Now this won't stop the game from moving around to the dashboard, but if you do play enough games, it won't go out of the dashboard, so you have to, look through the library if you want to find it. Thank you for making it this far in the video. If you found any of my tips helpful so far, leave a comment down below letting me know, and while you're there, consider leaving a like, and even better, subscribing to the channel. Let's get back into it. So let's say you're out and about and suddenly plans to play a game solidified, but you don't have it installed at home. Well, this is one of these situations where you're gonna want to have the PS app set up. Download it on your phone, it's available via Apple and Google Play stores, sign into your account and link it to your PS5 at home. Then you can set a game to download on your PS5 from the app. But there are a couple of things you need to sort out first on your PS5. For one, it needs to be on rest mode. You can't do it if your PS5 is completely shut off. And secondly, head into Settings, System, Power Saving, and Features available in rest mode, and ensure that your PS5 is connected to the internet while in rest mode. This should be selected by default. But anyway, this means that you can set your games to download on the go so that they're ready for you when you get home. This is a huge time saver, especially if you've got slower internet. I don't know about you, but I am always peeping the PS Store to see if the games that I'm interested in are on sale. I'm still waiting for the Expanse Telltale series to go down. Come on, man. But instead of having to go into the store and search for the games each time, you really should be utilising the Wishlist feature. To wishlist a game, just head on to its page on the PlayStation Store, and right next to buy or download or whatever, there should be a little heart and wishlist. Tag this on and that's your game wishlisted. And this means that if the game goes on sale, then you'll actually be notified, or it will be easily accessible from a list of your wishlisted games on the PlayStation Store. Now if you want to be notified, make sure this is activated by heading into settings, notifications, and have wishlists tagged on. Now the Welcome Hub is our next tip here. It's a relatively new feature on the PS5, but it's one that's come stacked with plenty of helpful and easily accessible bits of information. This is the first tab that your PS5 dashboard will open into, and while it can seem a little gimmicky, it is actually stuffed with handy shortcuts. PS Plus games, the aforementioned wishlist, console storage, the PS Store. Each of these is a workable link that will take you straight to these things. So if you go into the little edit pencil on this tab, you can customize which tabs actually show up on the page so you can modify it to your liking. But for me, I quite like the ability to see if those wishlisted games have been discounted at a glance, and it's also a good way to remind me to add monthly PS Plus games to my library. Now if you want to capture an image or a moment on your PS5, the built-in recording and screenshot feature is actually great, but its default settings are a little cumbersome, where this big tab comes up each time you touch the create button, which is located on the left side of the touchpad. Well, if you head into settings, down to captures and broadcasts, and then to captures and shortcuts for the create button, you can choose from either the easy screenshot or easy video clip setting. Personally, I like the easy screenshot setting because a single tap will take a screenshot, and then if you choose your video length in this setting as well, a double tap of the create button will save the last 30 seconds, minute, 15 minutes, or all the way up to an hour of footage, depending on what you've picked. The setting just makes it a much more streamlined process where you aren't faffing about with other tabs. Just click or double click, and that's you. You can stay immersed with the game. And lastly, just two little shortcuts that have saved me so much time on the home dashboard. By pressing either L1 or R1, you can snap to the media or games tab instead of having to go up, then right, then down, and vice versa. And also, if you tap triangle, that will immediately take you to the top of the dashboard where you can access the settings, profile, or the search tab. I use this all of the time to search up games, so just tap triangle and X and you're already searching, especially if I'm digging into my library for something a little older. Saves me searching through it. I can just quickly be in the search tab, type in the game, we're done. And there you have it, 10 PS5 time-saving tips. Let me know which of these you already knew, some that you didn't, and if you have any additional tips that just let you get right into the good stuff, then leave a comment down below. Thank you as always for watching the video. That's it from me today, so until next time, I've been Aaron, and this has been Push Square.